We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Knights and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball next. Robbie Ray gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
At the plate, Connor Urban. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the first pitch to him. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign. But they can score in a variety of different ways. They got guys with great approaches, and they try and move and manufacture runs as well as they can. Be on the lookout for the little things today.
Joe Morgan stands in as he looks at a called strike. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, George Brett. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Samuel Moya, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
The 1-1 home. A bouncer to the left side. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
In now, Brooks Robinson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The average sits at 294, 11 home runs, 53 RBIs. Nope. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that is off the wall. Running hard. He's digging for second.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Standing in now, Matt Kemp. Line hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he's in safely to third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Here's Will Myers. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the 220 mark. 8 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Moya isn't considered by many to be a power pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but he's usually very effective as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that uses his defense and makes the opponent put the ball in play.
Matty B, not all pitchers are going to be swinging this guy. Even though this guy is a power pitcher, he pitches primarily down in the zone, and he looks behind him and he sees 8 fielders with the glove. He needs some help. He's not going to strike a lot of guys out, but he needs some help from his defense.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Albies with a 1-1 count now. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Brett camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. And up next will be Kelbert Ruiz. He's the 8th man to bat here in the first with 5 runs already up on the scoreboard. No balls and 1 strike. And he fouls this one off. Ruiz, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He was a 17th round pick during the 2020 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was,
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Now in the box, Andrew Jones. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
So many things run through a pitcher's mind in this situation when your offense gives you a big lead. You know you got to pot commit and get aggressive with that fastball. You got a smile on your face because you have the lead, but you want to continue to attack and try and stay in this game as long as possible.
Now the 2-0 home. Splits the plate for a strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Digging in, Fred McGriff. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. This one's flared out toward left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Johnny Bench is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. 0-1 pitch on its way. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Kemp will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. The relay throw on to first, and they get the double play. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be the pitcher, Robbie Ray. And that misses inside 1-0. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Here's the first pitch to him. Brooks Robinson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Robinson is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, after the double at his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Hit to short. Iglesias is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Braves as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Tony Gwynn. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Called a strike there, 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Now at the plate, Samuel Moya, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A high fastball is in there. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. Bottom of the third now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Matt Kemp. And that misses, ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do by any umpire, Matt. Warn both sides and put them on notice that they're not going to put up with anything going forward in this game. It does put some added pressure on the pitchers to be accurate when they're pitching inside, because even a mistake could lead to an ejection now, but that's just the way it has to be.
On the ground to the left side to Morgan at the bag. On to first, a double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Anthony Rizzo is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Taken in by Brett. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Connor Ubben. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Bouncer up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Joe Morgan. as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And he looks at one in there. 1-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, George Brett. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the 7th.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Andrew Jones. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. From the stretch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Urban, the runner at first with 2 gone. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies, is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. From the stretch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Just hung in there on that one. Again, he sends it out of play. 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line to the right side, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Into the box, Robbie Ray. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Miguel Rojas. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
In his career, Rojas carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Grounded down the third baseline. And there are 2 away now. Stepping in for the Braves, Brooks Robinson, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Inside and low, 2-1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
All even now, 2-2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. 2 left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 5. Ready for another chance? Fred McGriff. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The catcher, number 5.
Stepping up to the plate, Johnny Bench. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Now at the plate, Tony Gwynn. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. And he popped him up. And that's in there, base hit. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Now a flare out toward right center. Coming in is Myers. He can't get there as it falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Delino DeShields will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
So this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Homer Bailey will come on and take over here, and he'll hit in the leadoff spot following the double switch. Delino DeShields takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and coming up, the still dangerous outfielder Matt Kemp.
The center fielder, Matt.
Weak grounder down the line at 3rd. And that's the 1st out.
Now batting.
It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. Fouled away. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
To the plate now, Garrett Anderson. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the 1st strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 home.
Hey.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready once again, Joe Morgan. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's the ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kemp is right there, 1 down.
The third baseman, number 5.
Into the box now, George Brett. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Stepping in now, Andrew Jones. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. High and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Standing in, Fred McGriff. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. A runner on first with 2 away. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So striding in, Anthony Rizzo. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. Quick throw to first by Morgan, and that's the first out.
Now back.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, pitcher.
So stepping in, Keibert Ruiz. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Bailey gets the sign and the pitch. And he popped him up. Brett in foul ground. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Johnny Bench.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
now this at-bat just doesn't want to get off the ground as he'll step out for a second time. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Line to the right side. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
At the plate now, Tony Gwynn. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Myers is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Now the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Goodbye home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Michael Feliz will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kike Hernandez is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Feliz, 28 years old. He was taken in the 22nd round during the 2020 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2. Grounded to first. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Dwight Smith Jr. will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Dwight Smith Jr.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. He'll check in here at 256. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. From the belt, kicks and deals. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-1 home. Smoked on the ground up the middle. To second for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Raleigh Fingers gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Stepping in, Kike Hernandez. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Now the pitch.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now at 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And another foul ball. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 5.
Ready for another shot now. Brooks Robinson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Braves. And it remains 5-2. Nick Whitgren has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Joe Morgan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Digging in and looking for more, George Brett. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in once again, Andrew Jones. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Oh, that one deflects off him. I think it got his arm. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. and I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
To 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Matt Kemp to the left side, but it's well fouled. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Will Myers comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Up next for Atlanta.
Into the box now, Garrett Anderson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're still out in front 5-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Freddie Peralta comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
And batting in the 5th spot, number 51.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and now it'll be the catcher, Johnny Bench.
Batting 7th, number 15.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Now the 0-2 pitch. Peralta, a 25-year-old. He was a 9th round pick during the 2020 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Johnny Bench becomes the first out of the inning. Left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Jose Iglesias, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. On the ground to the right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position. Delino DeShields is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. The 1-1 to the right side and through, a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Corey Ray will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. They get the force at the plate on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
5-2